Well, Mollie, I feel like I've met you, but I haven't, because, of course, I've followed your career in Space Hunter and in Tempest. I thought you were absolutely the best thing about Space Hunter, and I liked very, very much your performance in Tempest. Now, looking at or remembering those two roles and thinking now about your role in 16 Candles, what are your thoughts? Do you see entirely different aspects in all three of them, and do you feel like you're growing as an actress, or what are your thoughts?
I feel that I am growing as an actress. You know, of course, you have every movie that I've done has been like, you know, a real stepping stone. You know, you have to go through all those experiences. But let me see the similarities between the characters. I think that my character in Space Hunter is just totally different, and I went into that knowing that. That was the reason why I did it. I wanted to do something that was just totally off the wall, and it most certainly was. I think that Samantha is a little bit similar to Miranda in Tempest, in that she's a normal kid that a lot of other teenagers can really relate to.
Your background, of course, is so entirely different from Samantha's. At least on the surface, it would appear that way. But underneath, do you find a lot of Samantha is just the things that you have experienced or you are experiencing?
Definitely. I think Samantha is very similar to me. Of her personality, it was almost like playing myself. You know, I didn't have to do loads of research because I just had to, you know, find it within myself.
Now, are you an only child, or you have brothers and sisters?
No, I have one sister, Bethany, who's 19, and Kelly is 17.
So you're the youngest.
I'm the baby of the family. Yeah.
Yes. But have you ever had any of those insecure feelings within the family structure that Samantha has?
All the time. All the time. I'm always doubting myself, which is okay. I mean, I have a certain amount of confidence, but I also have, you know, it kind of balances out with all my insecurities, and you need that. I mean, if you're too overly confident, it's awful, you know, terrible to be around.
So you're just right in there with Samantha. Nobody really had to tell you how Samantha feels about things.
No, I mean, I had John there. John understood the character, obviously. He wrote it, you know, just as much as I did. And so it was like the way that we worked together was just like, do you think, yeah, maybe, yeah, huh? That's the way we understood each other real well.
What do you think, Mollie? Well, let me back up, first of all. Do you think you have a good relationship with your parents?
I have an excellent relationship with my parents, my real parents.
Why do you think sometimes that parents and children just never can get on the same wavelength? What do you think is the basic problem there?
I think that parents sometimes don't really know how to be parents, which is okay. I mean, you know, parents are just kind of like grown-up kids. You know, they don't really know what to do, and they're kind of learning at the same time the kids are learning. But I think it's real important for the parents to understand their kids and understand them, you know, as a person and not just as, you know, a little person they can order around. You know, I think that me and my parents have a really good understanding of each other. It's nice.
You think your parents then are kind of special? I mean,
I think they're very special. I respect them a great deal, and I think they respect me a lot.
Yeah. Your father is a musician, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And you started performing professionally at the age of 4?
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Mollie?
Yes, I do, very vividly.
What do you remember as the first time you performed professionally?
I think the first time that I performed professionally was at a state fair in Sacramento.
What did you do?
I sang. I was a jazz singer.
And do you remember what you sang?
I sang Bessie Smith, and if you're familiar with jazz music, Billie Holiday, those kind of
Billie
songs.
Holiday.
Yeah, at the age of 4. They had to change like a lot of words to fit me.
Do you remember any of those lyrics?
Well, I also sang a song called "You Gotta See Your Mama Every Night," or "You Can't See Your Mama at All." I sing a lot of Helen Kane stuff too, you know, otherwise known as Betty Boop.
How did you do the Betty Boop thing?
How did I do it?
Uh-huh.
Like any other 4-year-old would do. I don't know.
But that is extraordinary. And then that had to be a pretty big crowd, huh?
Yeah.
And you said, "Wow, this is terrific," or?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I was more nervous singing in front of like 2 people in my living room than I would be singing in front of all those people. I love to perform. I've always loved to perform for people.
But now you don't do the music so much, huh?
No, I mean, it was always, ever since I was little, it was always something that was real secondary to my real life. You know, it still is the same way. It's kind of in the background. I still sing at a club every weekend when I'm in Los Angeles, but it's just something I do for myself, you know, and for my friends and stuff like that.
And are you still singing Bessie Smith and all that?
Billie Holiday, yeah, jazz music. It's one of my favorite kinds of music.
Yeah. And then the acting, was that just kind of came accidentally or what?
Yeah, it did. I was always real interested in it. We used to do community theater, my brother, my sister, and I, to keep us kind of occupied, along with our swimming. We're an AA swimming team. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew into what it is now. Now it's real important to me.
And you're doing another picture with John Hughes.
Yeah, my second, The Breakfast Club.
What is that role like?
Totally different from Samantha. Her name is Claire, and she's real dirty, filthy rich. And it's the kind of girl that you always grew up hating in school. You know, like the prom queen, homecoming queen. But she has, it's interesting to play because it's the kind of girl that I always grew up going, God, you know, I wish I was like her. And you always think that those kind of girls do not have any sensitivity or compassion. And they do. And it's nice because I can kind of understand those kind of girls as I'm playing it.
Well, we'll look forward to that, too. That's The Breakfast Club. But in the meanwhile, we'll get to see you in 16 Candles. Mm-hmm. And congratulations. I've seen the film, and really extraordinary performance. Really good, Mollie.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Nice interview.